right, so ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to be working on Unit 3, Lesson 9, Text. So this is going to help us create text for our scenes, and then of course we'll be able to play with the properties of that text the same way that we can play with the properties of a text for a sprite. All right, so we are going to start off with a prediction. All right, read the code below and make a prediction. 2 questions. Number 1, what will show up on our screen? Parker? Words. And number 2, where will they be displayed? So let's look at line 3 of the code. It says text everyone 200, 300. Somebody besides Parker, tell me where that's going to show up. Top left. Okay, possibly. So words are going to show up, and then you said top left. Awesome. Let's get rid of our instructions. Let's make this bigger, show the grid, and run it. Okay, now it's kind of small, but that's okay. You had said top left. It actually showed up on the bottom right, but that's okay because it's just a prediction. So as long as you type something in for your prediction, at this point, you are ready to go ahead and hit finish. Continue. All right, so for bubble number 2, ladies and gentlemen, it says you can put text anywhere you would like on the screen using text. Read the documentation by clicking on the block in the toolbox to see how to change the size and color of your text. Do this. Change the displayed text in the provided code, add a second text block, and write in a different part of the screen. All right, so let's see what it is originally. Originally, it says change me and add another text block. Awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and reset that. So what do we want this to say? Chanel. Oops, which I spelled wrong. Double ends? Is awesome. All right, and now we need to add another text block. So as you can see, it's blue, so it's going to be in the drawing box. So I'm going to go into my drawing box of my toolbox. I'm going to find the one that says text. I'm going to drag that over. What do we want the next one to say? Louder. This is, oh, look at you. This is a good class. And we want it to appear someplace different. So I have this at 0 and 15, which isn't 50, 20, 200. So I'm guessing it's going to show up someplace different. Okay? Again, this is a text block, and then what follows is the XY location as to where the text is going to start. Run, and shabam. I have, this is a good class way up at the top. I don't like that because I can't see it. So I'm going to change this to a 50 location. Reset, run. Okay, so now I can actually see it. This is a good class, and Chanel is awesome. Questions or issues? I mean, this one's pretty, pretty straightforward. Go ahead and hit finish. And moving on. All right, it says you can change the size of the text by using text size block. Read the code, see how it works, add a new text size block to make the word large the biggest. So here's what I want to point out, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to change the size of your text, look at the code. We have text size, small, text size, medium. What is this telling you? You have to tell it what size to make the text before you write the text. Does that make sense? All right, so I'm going to run this and see what comes up. So it says small, medium, and large. I want my large text to be the largest. So I'm going to go to my drawing box. I am going to find text size. I'm going to put it on top of large. All right, and I want it to be the largest. So right now, it automatically defaults to 12. If I reset run this, you can see how small that is. That's not very large at all. So give me a number to replace 12 with. 65. Let's try 65. Right. So now text size 20 is the small text, text size 40 is the medium text, and text size 65 is the large text. Now, you can make this bigger if you wanted to. It doesn't have to be 65. As long as it's larger than the medium, you have done your job here. Okay? What's that? Then you would technically be correct, but it'd be very hard to see that difference. All right. I'm sorry, I didn't even ask. Were there any issues or questions with that one? All right. Like I said, this one, lesson 9 is pretty straightforward. All right, so now bubble 4, you have A and B. You're basically debugging some text. So make sure that, again, order matters. So that's the big thing I know with the snake program. So A and B, you are complete on your own. Number 5, which is the purple bubble, it's asking you to do to add to 2 pieces of text and make those 2 pieces of text different sizes. And then, as always, the challenges, which is bubble 6, are 100% optional. So if you are interested in learning how to change the text color, if you are interested in doing white text on a white background or wrapping text, those are the things that you can learn in the challenges. So these are things that might come up later on for your scene. So if you want to do them, great. And if you don't want to, that is completely optional. As always, you have the rest of the time to work. If you have any issues or questions, please come up and talk to me.